Oh, Star Wars Battlefront is huge.
Yeah, I know. That's massive.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Halo, new Crackdown, new Mirror's Edge.
Not just new Halo, old
Cuphead
Halo
looks
too.
so good.
I need to watch this trailer right now. Okay, I'm going to talk about Mirror's Edge. No one else talk about it.
Okay.
Ooh, parkour.
Whoa, these
Motion
graphics
picture.
look like real life.
They look like real men.
Oh my god.
Is it Dive Kick?
Why
Did you
was
see them?
why was every E3 trailer like a behind-the-scenes featurette of the making of? When a community is collecting pornography, it generally tends to be good ones.
Huh?
Huh?
I was talking about verbs.
What? Right.
Maybe they're just
Is that a
tired of.
touchscreen, Frank?
No, it isn't. You just look like
Shut
a fool.
up. Are you
Double
serious?
click it.
Oh, he
Yeah.
Why would they make a touchscreen?
Nope, you didn't do it.
Is it Dive Kick?
On right now.
I think this should be the show. Let's just
Guys,
let's
let's
have
go.
this. Let's broadcast
Because
Frank trying to use a
I
touchscreen that's
wanna
taller than he
go.
is. All right, let's start recording this.
Let's do this.
You're introing, Eric. And we're introing
well,
at that, I think.
Oh.
No, that one.
Welcome, gamers, to the GAU Studios Gamer Summit, where we discuss the latest happenings in the video game industry. I am your host, Eric Rickety Beans Urbino, and as always, I am joined by a couple people. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I am D3, not to be confused with E3.
I'm Rob the Jackal McCormick.
You're the Jackal?
The Jackal.
I've heard a lot about you.
No,
I hear
you
you're in the
haven't.
courtyard.
Yes, I am.
Well, a lot of stuff is going on. It is the week of E3.
Woo!
It is crazy. That is probably the biggest week in video game news, and there was lots of announcements today. So far, we saw the Microsoft press conference, we saw the EA press conference, and we saw the Ubisoft press conference, and there was lots and lots of games announced. What I want to talk about tonight, what was our favorite game that was announced so far today? Sony will be later, but let's talk about these.
I'm pretty stoked for Forza Horizon 2, and I'm totally hoping that they don't adopt that ridiculous pay for every car to use it scenario.
'Cause that's
I'm hoping
totally
they can
gonna
redeem
happen.
themselves. No, come on, it's a new Horizon, right? That's why they call it Forza
It is
Horizon.
a new Horizon.
I mean, Forza's always been like this most super accurate, got all the newest stuff. I mean, people who like cars like Forza because every year you get whatever's new.
Yeah.
And they do so much analytics and work to find out exactly how all the cars handle. I'm just a big car junkie, though, I guess.
No, I think it looks really cool. I think something to point out, and kind of this negative, is they were saying, oh, you can join clubs with your buddies. You know what that sounds a lot like? Drive Club. This is their answer to Drive Club, and I'm not upset about it.
Who don't want to drive cars in a club with your buddies?
I'm actually fairly new to like the whole driving games or driving specific games like Forza and Drive.
Or
Club
just
and
driving in
stuff
general.
Like that. No, I drive all the time. But Forza Horizon, I really enjoyed, and I'm hoping that it's gonna obviously have some of the innovations from Forza 5, but bring the fun, bring the dubstep, and bring the little Horizon community or that. What was it? Event out in the desert. I think it's gonna be fun.
I'm sorry. I know I just said that Forza was
He
what I was most
doesn't.
excited for.
He's not excited about Forza.
And then I looked at the list and I
Fable?
realized that Sunset Overdrive is coming out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's like a mixture of everything that I love about the world. Dead Rising, Borderlands, and Jet Set Radio.
I was just gonna say I saw 3 tweets today that were just like Sunset Overdrive is just Jet Set Radio.
It's Jet Set
redone.
Radio.
Yeah.
Meets Tony Hawk.
This is
maybe.
the game the world has been waiting for like however many years it's been since Jet Set Radio.
It certainly had a very intriguing trailer, and the world is really cool and interesting. I, for one, love Insomniac. I don't know if they can pull it off after Fuse. That game was certainly a mess, so I'm holding my cards out till I see a bit more of the gameplay on this. Hopefully, it's really good.
All right, Mr. Card Metaphors, what are you looking forward to?
I think Assassin's Creed Unity looked outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
The introducing the fact of being able to be an assassin with your best friends online really just kind of sells me on the game. Like, they haven't done multiplayer that right yet, and this is the way to do it right. It's kind of funny, how can you be an assassin if you're running around with 4 other people? But like one guy had a spike and one guy had, an axe and the other guy was silent. I think it really could change the way that we think of stealth games by being the first actual co-op stealth game.
I'm really hoping there's going to be some sort of assassin customization with that, especially where they're going to have that co-op, and like you were saying, certainly there's going to be different weapons and whatnot. But it really does. It looks a hell of a lot of fun. You know, I mean, the multiplayer was really lackluster in the last game. You know, I mean, I played it a couple times. Andy was talking it up to me. He's like, "Yo, you got to check it out."
Yeah.
I played it, and admittedly, I played it quite a bit, but it left a lot lacking for me. So I'm hoping that you can actually play the storyline and do the co-op, that it's not a separate co-op storyline. I'm hoping that it's
drop in, drop out.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
That'd be a lot of fun.
I don't know about that. I think that Assassin's Creed is just jumping on the bandwagon of having crews with you and your friends, as we've seen in many popular racing games.
I'm just saying they specifically use the word club.
This is the year of crews and clubs.
I think it's the year of online co-op. I think it's online co-op. I think people are begging for it, though. Give me it. If you're going to give me these single-player, really focused experiences, at least you can be like, hey, you can play it with your buddy now. And it can be that single-player fun experience where you're playing at yourself or your couch, but you can play your brother who's halfway across the country can play with you.
Well, I think part of that is because, you know, you play a single-player game, you know, you pay $60 for it or whatever it is, you play it once. Like Watch Dogs last week, I played it through, I haven't played it, I'm going to play it again, but there a lot of games there isn't a whole lot of replay value. So adding that co-op or that multiplayer storyline aspect to it, I think adds a lot for games, and I think
so
that's
much
where
more
the
replayability, right?
Yeah, there's a lot more replayability, but like we were talking about last time, it's monetizing, you know, because now you can sell different add-on packs, you can sell different weapons, you can do all kinds of DLC with it. So, yeah, I mean, there's a little corporate money-making aspect to it, but it's one of those things that it does legitimately add replay aspect to it, to the game.
And then the other one on my radar, Battlefield Hardline. I just think that if Battlefield can do it right with 32 players, kind of like this terrorist thing would be really, really, really
32.
Cool. Like, I think, stealing stuff, destructible environments, it looks like it can really be the step forward in what Battlefield does, kind of bringing it closer. Because that's what I hate about Battlefield 4, is that, like, you have to run for so long, and then you get there, maybe kill one or two people, the guy with the tank drives right by you, and you're like, come on, why didn't you let me in?
It's like real life. It's so realistic.
I think if they close in the Battlefield into a smaller encased environment, I think they have a way to compete with Titanfall and with, modern advanced warfare. Excuse me.
Yes, it's no longer for noobs. It's for advanced people now. Casual.
What are you thinking, Rob?
Well,
what do you like?
I want to build on what you were just saying.
Call the Jackal, please.
Jackal. Hey, it's a gamer tag. Don't knock it there, demons. Anyway.
Oh, he's coming at me on the podcast. I like the new guy. He's got teeth.
So, Battlefield, yeah, I'm digging the whole urban warfare thing. I'm liking the fact that it's, still Battlefield destructible environments and everything. But I got to say, as far as what I called them tactical shooters before, military shooters, and they're becoming even more and more, or less and less military, I have to say that last video we watched, Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege,
it looks really good.
I was, I hate to say it, but I was kind of excited about that in a weird and strange place.
Well, I've always loved Rainbow Six. I liked Vegas. I liked all the old ones. We're
talking 6 years since the last one.
Yeah, it's been so long. They announced the other one, then canned it, and then this came out, and this was clearly what they were pushing at the end of the Ubisoft conference. Look at this. This is the brand new game, and it looked awesome. It looked fantastic. Is that how it's going to actually play out? I am skeptical. I am very skeptical. That Watch Dogs mission wasn't even in the game. I'm really skeptical of will it look like that? And they broke it to a house. They shot up the walls. Is there only one level that looks like a house? How often can you play that same level?
Aren't houses rather common?
No. It's just that level.
You have only one level with a house in it. Come on.
Only one. That's what it was rescuing. So it's like, how much replayability can there be? How much, or is it going to be? Do this like Payday. It was like, you're going to attack. You have to do this either 1, 2, 3 tactics. Otherwise, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
Well, typically the Rainbow Six games, when you change the difficulty, changes most of how you have to play each level.
Well, this is online. So they were showing online. So,
and it goes back to the discussion we had last week, is whether it was a vertical slice or, is it just going to be gameplay, like you referenced Watch Dogs, that mission where you're in the nightclub, not even, like that whole trailer, that mission, nowhere to be found whatsoever in the game. Mm-hmm. It'll probably be a DLC later, right? They'll sell it to us. But it's one of those things where it just looked really cool, and it obviously was gameplay. There's no way that it was just...
It was gameplay, but on how high-end of a machine is that what I'm going to see,
right. When the end product finally hits it, are you going to actually be able to put a breach charge on a floor and drop down and take out?
Is every piece of wood going to snap and shatter and look realistic like that? Maybe. Let's hope so.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping.
All right, Jackal, what's your number 2?
The number 2. is actually.
Because we each did 2, so I guess it's only fair that you did 2.
Yeah. Well,
or we could cut them off.
The next one, well, I'm gonna take 2 through 7 or 2 through 6 here, because my next one is obviously the Halo franchise. I'm looking forward to Halo 5 Guardians. I'm looking forward to the Master Chief Collection. You're talking the original stories and all remastered, redone for next gen. It's going to make it the game that it really should have been. I mean, we all love Halo. Those of us that play on Xbox and love Halo. I'll lump everybody.
Now, is that part of the Halo 2 Anniversary Edition? Is that in the Master Chief Collection, or?
Well, the Master Chief Collection is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, all remastered next gen.
I just see this is something that I have an issue with.
Hopefully, devoid of the feature to be able to go back to the old school graphics like they did in the Anniversary.
Flip back and forth.
Right.
I
hope that's not going to be in it. No, I'm.
You want to see it? You want to see how far we've come?
I want to see how far we've come. I think Halo has come a long way, and I think every game is unique in its own way. Do I necessarily want to play them all again? No, because I played them all again on 360. Like, I've done this multiple times. I think they're really trying to cash in on, we're not going to get Halo 5 this year, so buy this version, because apparently that's all that people with an Xbox care about is Halo. Like, they did announce some cool new titles. Like, they announced Phantom Dust and Crackdown and Soulbound, but like, the Halo is really beating a dead horse here. Come on.
I don't know.
Come
on. I mean, we knew it was coming regardless.
Dead jackal.
Yeah.
He's taking digs. All right, so I mean, right off the bat, they announced when 4 came out that it was the start of a new trilogy. So we already knew 5 and 6 were on their way. I'm excited to see.
I'm not excited about 5. I'm skeptical about the re-releasing nonsense. Everybody who has an Xbox, let's be real here. Nobody bought an Xbox One as their first Xbox.
Yeah, but you know what? You get the gamer score junkies that are going to play it because it's going to be 4,000 extra
kids,
game store.
Children.
Yeah, children.
I think that one more important thing, or 2 more important things we have to mention before we cut off for the day, because there's E3 footage coming out in like a few hours.
Yeah, we gotta
get on that. But Dragon Age, there's a new one. Mass Effect, there's a new one, and a new IP
3.
with new characters. Well, these 2 are like parallels because BioWare. And one is medieval and one is in space. But those games are awesome. I love playing those games. People love watching those games. I'm all about the game watching experience and playing with your significant other and stuff. It's good to get everyone involved. And Mass Effect and Dragon Age are going to be awesome. And I feel like they're going even more towards that, especially like with Telltale showing us how important just narrative-driven games can be and narrative focus. It seems like every time I see a new BioWare title, it's like, oh, do you want to play less and just watch more? And I'd really like to see what extent that gets to with the new Dragon Age title and the new Mass Effect, especially because they're going new IP, so they can just rebuild everything from the ground up.
At least we saw footage of Dragon Age.
I think he's just a fan of like the romance storylines in those 2. Yeah.
He just tries to seduce
Are you in love with
women.
Alistair from Dragon Age?
I won't lie. I have a very soft spot for
Commander Shep.
Shepard. Fem Shep. Fem Shep.
Yeah, says you.
That was that. On that note, I think that is all that we have for this episode of Gamer Summit. Thank you very much, The Jackal. Thank you very much, D3, for joining us. There's a lot more E3 to come. Make sure you stay on GAUstudios.com for all the latest and greatest video game knowledge, and everything from E3 came on.
Wow, Frank didn't leave a lot of editing room for